YouTube, it's Alicia here. Hope everybody is having a great day. None other. I am here to talk about 3 stories today, and we're going to be talking about, I have a couple of stories. We're going to be talking about Jey Uso, that particular storyline, and where I'm thinking they might be going with it, and then number 2, we're going to be talking about the return of Kairi, Sane, and Nia Jax. And we're also going to be, and I'm also going to express my opinion about why it wasn't no women on Friday Night SmackDown, wrestling last night, okay? And I don't have a lot to say about the women's division in general. So let's get started. So first, let's talk about Jey Uso. As y'all know, I don't know with this particular storyline when he said, oh, I'm done with the bloodline. When he said, oh, I'm done with the bloodline. I'm done with SmackDown. I'm done with WWE. Put up 2 deuces and he's out. So I'm thinking because of that, I think it's still a storyline. I believe he was staying in character. I think he's not really gone, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Y'all know, I always say a certain somebody. This particular family worked in the industry. Do I think this is a work by WWE? So by removing him from the superstars and putting him in the alumni, do I think they're trying to pull a whim over the fans? Yes, I do. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because when this particular family member of mine saw this, and he said that has been done too many times in the industry, especially on companies that has been on TV. It's been done. So when he said that, and I said, what you meant by that? And he said, oh, if you think about it, this is a work. He profusely said it's a work. It's going to be Jey bringing in somebody into the fray. And the rumors, there's a lot of people saying, oh, this is the way they're going to bring in Rikishi. As some of y'all know, the talks of Rikishi returning to WWE has been linked. So I would not be too surprised that's where we're going to bring, where Jey might return. So I want y'all to keep y'all eyes open with that. So the second thing I need to come and talk about, let me just come and talk about last night and stuff. And so if you looked at Friday Night SmackDown all last night, you didn't have no female wrestlers on the card at all. And then I just feel like, okay, Triple H, what you're doing, you're supposed to be over the creative side of everything, and your creative team don't have nothing for the WWE women's division. I feel like that was a little bit disrespectful. Some of y'all might not think it was disrespectful, but to me it was kind of disrespectful. I think all of us fans are used to or seeing at least 2 matches by the WWE women's division on Friday Night SmackDown. So when it comes to that, I just feel like, where are y'all going with that? Y'all could have gave us a little bit more. You could have had Bianca Belair confronting Io Sky and said, oh, that wasn't fair and stuff. You could have had Bianca going to Adam Pearce and say, that wasn't fair on me, that wasn't fair for me and stuff, that she cashed in on me and stuff. and stuff if she wanted to cash in, because she had did that at a later date. Bianca needed to be starting making her case, and I wouldn't be too surprised of this. So we had all those men matches last night, but you couldn't even put not even 1 or 2 matches up for the women's division. Not only that, I'm going to come and talk about this also tonight, but I'm going to have to do it and stuff. But as y'all heard of yesterday, Sonya Deville had to go and do emergency surgery, and I'm gonna put this on Twitter. And when I put it on Twitter, I want to help you everybody go over to my Twitter page and answer this question, because I have to ask this, because I'm doing a separate video on this and stuff, and because I think I know why certain female wrestlers haven't had why I think the women's tag team division haven't had too much of success. And I'm going to do that in another video coming up soon tonight. But I'm just thinking why you're not having none of the women last night wrestle, because to me, I feel like last night that was the big time where we could be introducing newer people. Like, you got Kairi saying she's now your she is now SmackDown's women's champion. She's SmackDown's WWE's women's champion, and you don't have her a competitor for her. I think last night that would have been an opportunity to give us a match. But we all had all men matches. We had the only men's match that had a little bit of women action, I would say just a little bit, would be Karrion Kross versus AJ Styles, where Scarlett Bordeaux interfering and Michin Mia Yim end up dealing with her. Okay, let me just talk about this particular storyline in particular, because I know it's not my usual thing. I talk about men, but I am getting into start talking about men wrestling. I feel with Scarlett Bordeaux coming out with Karrion Kross and Michin coming out with AJ Styles, I think it's time to actually start putting Scarlett Bordeaux in matches. Meaning, let's see a Scarlett Bordeaux versus Michin. Scarlett Bordeaux versus Michin. And so let's start a series with that. Scarlett Bordeaux versus Michin. And let Michin build up her caliber, because everybody know what Mia Yim can do. We all seen her when she was part of Shimmer. We seen her when she was part of TNA Impact. And so I don't see why WWE is not utilizing her success that she has had at other companies and building her as a top star, as a top superstar. Okay? Or have Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross versus Michin and AJ Styles, or something like that. That's something we need to see. So we're going to have to see where WWE goes with that. All right, now we're going to be talking about the biggest announcement that came out earlier in the week. Okay, we heard that we will be getting the return of Kairi Sane, and we will be getting the return of Nia Jax. So let me start with Kairi Sane. As y'all remember, a couple of years ago, around, I think it was like 2020. I think it was around 2020, 2021, it's around up in there somewhere, that Kairi Sane left WWE. Now, do I welcome her return to the WWE? Yes, I do. And let me tell y'all why. The reason I am welcoming her return back, I think this is the time where we could do something real ornate and unique with that SmackDown with Io Sky. And I feel if we get Io Sky versus Kairi Sane versus Xia Li for that a three-way match for that women's WWE women's title belt. I think that would be a great storyline to be telling. We got, I'm not too sure if they're ethnicity, but they all I know they're Asian. I don't know what part of Asia they represent, but you have all three of these Asian women, and I think if you have Kairi Sane returning, I think Kairi Sane versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's Title belt would be a pretty good for now match, and I think anybody who is a Kairi Sane fan will want to see that. Also, I mean, if we had all three of these ladies go up against each other, Kairi Sane versus Io Sky versus Xia Li, I think that would be a pretty good match. So, I mean, before we see what WWE come up with, how many of y'all would want to see one of those two matches that I just mentioned? Now, let me keep on talking about Kairi Sane. You know, Kairi Sane left WWE, and I think since she left, she has done good for us. I am welcoming her return, and I can't wait to see what WWE will do with her on her return. Will they put her up against Io Sky or Xia Li or something like that? I just want to see what would they do. Now, moving right along, let's talk about Nia Jax. I know a lot of WWE fans has been very critical of Nia Jax for so many years, trying to say she was unsafe, calling her unsafe. She might have been unsafe in certain instances, but I digress. To get me to say, I'm welcoming Nia's return. I think that I really felt like at the time she needed that break. I really feel like Nia at the time she left, I think she needed that break because WWE was constantly using her and stuff, and she never had a chance to breathe. Do I welcome her return? I think so. So I think WWE fans might want to just give her a chance this time around. If she does return, I just say give her a chance because you never know. Because I see some potential matches right up in there and stuff. We could get some good potential matches. But come on, think about it. And I'm gonna mention 4 good matches we could get with Nia Jax's return. We could get Nia Jax versus Raquel Rodriguez. I'm saying this. We could get that match. We could, like I said, Nia Jax versus Raquel Rodriguez. I think that would be a good match we could probably want. Some of us probably would want to see. We could see, oh my God, another, Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair. Once again, yeah, we can see Nia Jax versus, this is a long shot because, you know, I talk this girl up a lot, and I just feel like if Nia returns, I think Nia can make her look good, and it might be considered for top contention for the women's title belt. Nia versus Dana Brooks. That would be great. And I'm going to come back and talk about Dana Brooks in a minute. It's so many matches I can actually see, but the one match I would want to see if Nia Jax returns is Raquel Gonzalez versus Nia Jax. I think we would get something real good. Now, speaking of Dana Brooks, let's go on and talk about Dana Brooks. Like I said, y'all know for the last few years, I would say probably about the last 4 years, I've been harping, and let me just say, harping on WWE to give Dana Brooks a chance. And the only reason I want to see Dana Brooks in that top contention, I feel like she is owed that. And some of y'all might not think she is owed that, but let me just explain. In several videos and on Twitter, y'all know I always bring up that, oh, Dana Brooks has beaten Charlotte Flair at least once. Former WWE wrestler Sasha Banks, she has beaten at least twice. She has beaten Naomi at least twice. She has beaten Bayley multiple times. She has beaten Dana Brooks. Dana Brooks has also beaten Becky Lynch multiple times. Let me just say, multiple times, before pregnancy and after pregnancy, and doing her time as the GOAT. Okay, Dana Brooks is a 24/7 champion. She is the longest reigning 24/7 champion until Triple H decided to get rid of it. I really feel like that reign should be respected. And I feel that WWE owes her that opportunity. Now, you know, Dana Brooks came to the WWE as a bodybuilder. Okay, you got Raquel Gonzalez. I think she also came from the bodybuilding world as well. I've been wanting to see a program with these two for the past 3 years now, since Raquel Gonzalez been part of WWE. Okay, the reason I say this, think about it. You got two female bodybuilders, Raquel Gonzalez and Dana Brooks, who has bodybuilding and gymnastic background. What if you put them two against each other and give us a good program, and whoever wins get a future title belt opportunity? I've been wanting, for some reason, that has always came up in my head. That has always said, oh, that would be a great match. A great feud. We probably would want to see. And I'm finna ask y'all fans, is seeing Dana Brooks in a program with Raquel Gonzalez on SmackDown, would y'all want to see that? And whoever wins get a future title belt opportunity at WrestleMania? I want to hear from y'all, because I've been saying for years that certain women deserve title belt opportunities. And let me come and talk about another thing from last night as well. Okay, as y'all all know, we was supposed to get Escobar to go up against Austin Theory. And y'all know, for probably about a good year now, I had said, oh, Austin Theory is only the U.S. champion because of Vince McMahon. And I said he's only champion because he wants to make Austin Theory the next John Cena. I said that, and now people is pulling on my bandwagon. Anytime I say something first, or predict something first, some of y'all creators jump on my bandwagon and not knowing that you are doing that. I had to call that out just for a little bit. But I called that it's August now, back in January. I called that out back in January. And I told y'all I didn't think Austin Theory had no business going up against John Cena at WrestleMania. Let me tell you what we saw. We saw John Cena versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory did more of the promotion of that match. Not John Cena. But he's still passionate about the business. Let's just get that straight. That's that. Number 2, you have John Cena lose to Austin Theory. Number 3, and this is the last one, we didn't get a good follow-up. So he's been holding a title since what? Since April. So let's count. April, May, June, July, August. 5 months. It's been 5 months since we actually seen him defend that title. So now, after last night, he attacks Escobar, hurting Escobar's leg. Rey Mysterio jumps in and take his place. Okay, I feel like that was a fair trade, since we wasn't going to get Escobar to wasn't going to get Escobar wrestling for the title, it was fair to give it to the person he won that opportunity from to step in. And that I felt like that was a good decision by Triple H and stuff. I think this is going to lead into a pretty good storyline, if it is a storyline, anything. But having Rey Mysterio win, the legendary Hall of Famer, win his third U.S. championship, I think that is a pretty good thing. It's a lot of things I felt like last night we missed, that WWE missed the ball with, but I think with this situation right here, I liked it. But y'all, let me hear from y'all. Do y'all think? Tell me what you think about everything. Tell me what y'all think about Kairi Sane and Nia Jax returning to the company. Is it any other female or male wrestler you would like to see make a return back to WWE? And let me hear y'all thoughts on Rey Mysterio stepping up and taking Escobar's place in the U.S. title belt championship match and thing. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.